No need to adjust your video settings, folks. Those compression artifacts, lens flares, and light smears are all part of the visual style used in Kane and Lynch 2 Dog Days. It's distracting at first, but you get used to it, and you might even come to really like it. Hopefully you do, because you can't turn any of the filters off. The only thing that's optional is the shakiness of the third-person camera. Regardless of how you feel about the visuals, there's no denying that Kane and Lynch are looking pretty good given that they debuted as dead men back in 2007. Kane's nose is no longer broken, Lynch's medication is keeping his inner psycho under control, and the pair's gritty second outing improves upon the first in just about every way. Oddly, Dog Days is as notable for the features that it drops from Dead Men as it is for the new stuff that it adds. For example, you no longer give instructions to other characters or trade weapons and ammo with them.
You'll have to do better than that, you little shit!
And outside of the two-player co-op, which is available both online and split screen, you don't get to bring friendlies back to life with a quick shot of adrenaline. In place of these gameplay mechanics, you find smarter AI colleagues, much more readily available guns and ammo dropped by enemies, and a new down but not dead system that gives you a chance to get back to your feet after taking one too many bullets.
I'm moving in! No! You're lying! Easy with it.
When you fall to the ground, rather than waiting for another character to rescue you, you now remain in control and can defend yourself while trying to crawl to safety and ideally back into cover. It's a great system that makes for some pretty memorable moments, and you should know that enemies use it too. Remember how the psychotic, AI-controlled Lynch used to unload shot after shot into enemies who were already dead in the first game? In the second, you might catch yourself doing exactly the same thing, just to be sure. Because Lynch's medication is working for the most part, playing as him is really no different than playing as Kane, which player 2 does in co-op. You get a slightly better experience playing as Lynch though, not only because he can occasionally be heard talking to himself in a way that makes you feel like he's close to losing it, but because so much of the story revolves around him.
You listen to me.
It's also worth noting that in online co-op the host always plays as Lynch, and in our experience doesn't suffer quite as much lag as the second player.
Come on, let's talk.
Regardless of who you play as, Dog Days Story Mode is an entertaining but largely repetitive ride that lasts for only 4 hours or so. Only 2 or 3 action sequences in that time stand out as being different and memorable, yet it's still the gunplay rather than the story that's likely to hold your interest. Sadly, the lag that's noticeable in co-op play is also a problem in competitive multiplayer. You can still have a good time in the Fragile Alliance, Undercover Cop, and Cops vs. Robbers modes, but when the lag gets bad, which happens a fair bit, it makes targeting enemies who are skipping animations and jumping from spot to spot pretty frustrating. Lag aside, all 3 of Dog Days multiplayer modes are well designed and feel quite different to the deathmatch and capture the flag variants in most games. In Fragile Alliance, for example, up to 8 of you attempt to carry out a robbery but have the option to betray each other for a bigger share of the loot at any time. You respawn as a cop when you're killed, so you can still earn a lot of money either by recovering stolen goods or by exacting revenge on the gang member who betrayed you. And in Undercover Cop, the rules are exactly the same except that one player in the gang is randomly chosen as an undercover cop who must kill the rest of the gang without being found out.
The clock is ticking!
The new single-player arcade mode is a great way to practice for online Fragile Alliance games, since the main difference is simply that in arcade mode you play alongside bots instead of players. Arcade mode also challenges you to complete the same 4 or 5 minute level over and over again, making it a little tougher each time, which is fun to do a couple of times, but gets old pretty fast.
See them step outside, you go in, grab the files, and get out.
Kane and Lynch 2 Dog Days looks better, sounds better, and plays better than the first game. The problem is that there just isn't enough of it. The story mode can be beaten in around 4 hours, the arcade mode takes less time than that to get old, and there are only 3 multiplayer modes that all use the same 6 maps over and over again. With a longer and more varied story mode and a better, lag-free suite of multiplayer options, Dog Days would have been very easy to recommend. As it is though, this package just comes with too many caveats to be recommended without hesitation.